Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. The last price of Bitcoin was just above $67,000 this month. This is the first red dot, the first month after the split, and the beginning of a new cycle. So I think Bitcoin will go through a price increase after the halving, just like it did after the previous halving cycle in 2017 and after the halving cycles in 2012 and 2013. I believe a pump will happen again, which is the main idea behind the stock-to-flow plan. PlanB, a famous Bitcoin analyst known for his stock-to-flow S2F model, has given fans an interesting prediction. Bitcoin just finished the month just above $67,000, which was the first red dot on PlanB's S2F chart since the last split. For those who don't know, a red dot is a major milestone that marks the start of a new monthly data point after the halves and hints at possible market moves. PlanB thinks that this decrease in the amount of Bitcoin available has happened before price increases in the past. After being cut in half in 2012, Bitcoin's value went through the roof in 2013. The splitting in 2016 set the stage for the huge price increase in 2017, and more recently, the value of Bitcoin went up a lot after the 2020 halving. With the S2F model, you can figure out how much Bitcoin is worth by comparing the current total supply stock to the rate of new production, or flow. When events that cut the flow in half happen, the stock-to-flow ratio goes up, which makes the price go up. As you know, I updated the stock-to-flow model with data from the last 5 years. The model was first released in March 2019, at the bottom of the bear market, and now it's been 5 years. With this new information, it makes sense to update and fix the model. The parameters didn't change during this fix, which is a good thing. The power is still 3, stock-to-flow to the power of 3. The only parameter that changed was the value of 0.4, which is now 0.25 because I took out the Satoshi coins from the stock. That didn't really change much, and it makes the model much easier to understand. That caused this parameter to change, but the main parameter, the power 3, didn't change, and what's more, the results didn't change. That's really nice. The last cycle was still 50,000, the next cycle will still be 500,000, and the cycle after that will be 4 million. It didn't change at all. The only small thing that has changed is that the line is no longer shaky. What made it shaky? Why is it now straight? Because I'm using the average price of a cycle right now, and in the first model, the 2019 model, I'm using the monthly stock-to-flow ratio, which changes every month. That's why the line isn't straight, but it doesn't change much either. When you change the stock-to-flow or stock-to-flow scheme, the big change is around the halvings. So there's a big jump in the model value around the halving, and then the price of Bitcoin lags behind a bit. But it finally catches up to the model value, which is exactly what happened the last 3 halvings and what I think will happen next year as well. The Bitcoin market cycle is shown next, and it's clear that we're still in a bull market. Yes, nothing has really happened yet, so we need to wait for the pump to turn on. Right now, I just can't do anything about it. The RSI, or Relative Strength Index, is the next picture. In 2012, the RSI was 66. Now it's 69, which is about the same amount as now. The first red dot shows the level in the first month after the half, which was also 70. After that, we were above 70 for a whole year, and for almost half a year, we were almost above 80. You already know that's what I hope for the next year. Yes, we saw that in 2017 too. That red dot started out a little lower at 60 RSI 60, but it went up, and we were above 70 for a whole year and above 80 for more than 6 months. Because of this big mining ban, the last run was, of course, a little less than planned. In an instant, China stopped all miners, which killed half of the network. That wasn't something I saw coming, and not many people do. There goes the bull market. But after the first red dot, the RSI jumped to 90, which means that's what's coming up. Bitcoin's 200-week moving average, which is shown by the black line. It's at 30,000 to 36,000 right now, and it's going up. Of course, you know that the 200-week moving average for Bitcoin is always going up, which is why I think this will also go up in the future, and I think it will go up faster, like this line going up. Also, this first red dot marks the start of either the bull market cycle or the halving cycle. Bull markets always begin right after the halving cycle. It did that in 2020, 2016, and 2012. We'll see what that brings us then. At least the 100,000 mark should be reached soon. I think that will happen this year, but I think it will happen sooner rather than later. True price. This is a very interesting picture right now. The real price is $30, and the real price after 2 years is $47.50. They are both going up again. This is a lot like this point, where the realized price started going up, then leveled off, and then started going up again in 2016, right before the bull market in 2017. You can see the same thing happen here in 2012. The real price goes up, then down, then back up, and that's the start of the 2013 bull market. Finally, the 5-month realized price is very interesting. It's the light blue line, and it's at 64,000 right now. We talked about this market in the last video. It's a level of support for drops in bull markets, like this drop in the 2020 bull market. It went off of this support line, and 2017 saw the same thing. This drop in the bull market also went off this light blue line. That's why I think it will happen again, and it did in April. During the April drop, the market was still rising and the 5-month realized price was $60. Bitcoin was trading a little below that at 59 or even 58, but the monthly close of the 5-year or 5-month realized price was still a great support level. We bounced off that level this month in May, and that level is now up to $64,000. If I had to guess, I would say that Bitcoin will never fall below 64,000 again. Next, a chart of the actual result. Orange is back. People who sold in May got 38% more than what they put in, than what they bought. Thus, this pattern is very similar to what we saw in 2016, when we saw red, green, orange, red, green, orange. That was the start of a bull market. Okay, the last picture shows that Bitcoin is now in profit and back to orange. 93% of the holders are making money, which is different from 2020, when we saw red, yellow, and red again. We now have orange,